Okay, so let's continue. Now, as I mentioned, we are just having a glance of the topics that we talked till now. And as we mentioned, we use present continuous for future arrangements, planned action. At a specific time, your intention or plan has been arranged. Everything is arranged in this case. I am meeting my friends at 7. So here there is an arrangement. They decided to meet, so everything is arranged and they are going to meet there. We are having a birthday party, so even here everything is arranged. They bought everything, they bought the cake, they prepared the cake, and they are just having the birthday party. And for present simple, we mentioned when there is a timetable or when there is a schedule, we use present simple with a future meaning. Okay, so this is all about this part here. This is all about future forms, the grammar part that I was supposed to explain and to talk with you. For more, you can refer to the book of intermediate, which you have future forms, present continuous, going to, and will and won't. And in this part, you can have some extra exercises and you can have a better look of the topics we talked. The grammar part, it is page 133. So you can just go to page 133 and you can have the part which explains everything which I talked till now. So here it is present simple, but here we have future forms like page 133. And you have here be going to plus infinitive, future plans, intention, prediction, present continuous for future arrangements, and you have will, shall, plus infinitive for instant decision, promises, offer, prediction, future fact, offer, and suggestions. So these are the part, and you have some more exercises in this part, and I would encourage you to do this part here. It says circle the correct form, take the sentence if both are possible. So you are go through these sentences and you can do these exercises. So it is, as I mentioned, page 133. So this is the grammar part. If you have any question, you can leave the question in the chat form and we can try or will try to answer as soon as possible. Now we will continue with something different. As I mentioned at the beginning of the session, because we are going to continue with the book, I'm going to use the book of intermediate to talk about various kind of vocabulary and grammar. As I mentioned earlier, here we have the book and we will go through it. So the first chapter of the book, it is about mood food, and the grammar part was about present simple and continuous action and non-action verbs, but considering that this topic it's a bit easier and there is not much to talk about it, and I think it is clear for you as an intermediate student, I was just skipping, or I skipped this part so we can continue with other more important grammar parts. And we did talk till now about future forms. And in vocabulary part, we are going to talk about food or cooking. So we are going to talk about food or cooking, food and cooking in this case. And again, you have this part in the book, and we are going to go through book and we are going to give some more detail or some more pictures of foods, different kind of foods and different kind of cookings. And here, as you can see, this is the vocabulary part, but here we have a question. Do you drink a lot of coffee? Yes, but I'm trying to cut down at the moment. Like in the same time, while we are going through book and we are going through different kind of topics, I will try to give some vocabulary clues and some vocabulary explanation. In this case, for example, one word or phrasal word which you have it here, it is cut down. What is cut down? We have a phrasal verb here. We are going to talk a bit later about this one, but cut down at something, it means to reduce. So here it says, do you drink a lot of coffee? To drink a lot of coffee, like there are people who drink a lot of coffee, and it says yes, but I'm trying to cut down, which means I'm trying to reduce the amount of coffee which he or she drinks. So he's trying to reduce it or to cut down at the moment. Okay, so let's just continue with vocabulary. We have food and cooking. So there is a food quiz there at the beginning, and it says, I would like you for 1 minute to think of this quiz or to think for this kind of food. What kind of food do we have for this specific questions or specific part which they ask for? For example, can you think of one red fruit, one yellow fruit, one green fruit? So I want you just to keep in mind and to think for this kind of fruit. One red, one yellow, and one green. Second part is two kinds of food that some people are allergic to. Allergy, you know what it is, right? When some people get sick or have some kind of pain or some kind of illnesses because of the food they eat or the drinks which they have it. So some people can be allergic to it, but not only food, it can be people can be allergic to other things as well, to water, not only drinking but using it, etc. So I want you to think about two kinds of food that some people are allergic to. Three kinds of food that come from milk. You know that there are different kinds of food which come from milk, so I would like you also to think for three kinds of food that come from milk. As you know, we have these fruits and vegetables, and four, it is vegetables that you can put in salad. What are four vegetables which you, for example, use in the salads or people usually put there? 5 containers that you can buy food in. What is a container? A container is a material which keeps the food in. It can be in different shape and forms, and I would like you, if you have any idea of these containers, I would like you to know about these containers. And we are going to see after that together. I will give you some clues about these containers and about other questions as well. And we have 6 things that people sometimes have for breakfast. As you know, people have a different kind of food for breakfast, let's say, or different kind of things. So here in Turkey, I guess you have a lot, so I would like you to think about 6 things of food which you have for breakfast. Okay, you have 1 minute to think, and we can just, I will give you some clues about this part as well. Okay, so here I have just written some possible answers, so I would like you just to see it. So what do we have? Red, for example, we have apple, strawberry, cherry. So these are red. Yellow, banana, lemon. Green, apple, pear, grapes, etc. And the foods which, for example,